Sweet. Well, about 30 seconds. Got it. All right, Matt, we're about 10 away. All right, 10-4. You wait for some viewers, huh?
We're about 10 away.
Okay.
All right, 10-4.
All right. There we go. Yep. All right. We're live in 5, 4, 3, 2. Hey guys, welcome in for another night of Astros baseball. Figured we'd start this from this screen so you can kind of see what's going on here. Ooh, in the orange. Orange tops tonight. Like it. Josh Big Flames James. Ooh, it's probably going to make us sit some guys here. A lot of guys. Let's see. Reddick was injured. Oh my gosh. We're replacing him. In pregame, it's probably all that batting practice that they had to do. Let's keep it right there. Yeah, Stubbs still starting at catcher. No. Skipping that. Bregman? No, they have tomorrow off. No, sir. There we go. All right, there's your starting lineups, guys, and the records. So, Astros having a strange year, and it's a weird time for the bats to go cold as we go up to the Great White North here in Toronto. Astros start the year 1-9 in the 2020 Quaranseason. Then, at one point, they rattle off 11 wins in a row, and since that 11-game winning streak just a few weeks ago, they really kind of won 2 in a row, lost 3, won 3, lost 2. Can't really find a rhythm. A great example of that is Saturday and Sunday, winning against the first-place New York Yankees. So winning the series against the Yankees, and then coming into Toronto and facing, frankly, just poor pitching, and only managed to score 2 runs. So they're trying to avoid the sweep tonight here in Toronto. And pretty decent pitcher as far as ERA and strikeouts go in his 10th game of work. But that record, I mean, it's hard to be 500 when your team struggles to find wins. So the Astros, for an hour after the game last night, Dusty Baker made them take the field again and take batting practice for an hour. We'll see what kind of difference it makes right there. George with a good eye. 1-0. Chris Watson, welcome in, brother. Go money!
First pitch, 7:07.
George leading this one off. Run. Takes the low strike there for even the count at 1-1. And he's going to ground a second there. So 1 up, 1 down for the Astros to lead this one off. That brings up Jose Altuve. Astros did manage to get 9 hits in yesterday's game. Just they scattered them out. Wasn't able to get a lot of them in the same inning. That pitch right down Broadway. 0-1 now to Jose.
Behind the dish, D-roll, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works it. The only problem is I think at times hitters have a little bit difficult time, so give a little bit on it.
The hiccups are not going to bode well.
Not very consistent.
Hopefully we can get a handle on those. Oh, yeah. Obviously professional broadcast here on Matt Deaton's YouTube channel. That's 2 quickly for the Astros in the first. Alex Bregman takes the plate. Alex had a couple of home runs in the mandatory batting practice after last night's game. Takes the ball way outside there. Yeah, so the fans had all emptied out. The grounds crew was actually still working as the Astros came back out and took live BP for a solid hour after last night. So we'll see what kind of difference it makes. The 1-1 to Bregman. And he swings and fouls one off there, 1-2. He might be able to reach on that one, folks. Swing and a miss, ball gets away, and he does. So the strikeout, but advancing to first on the pass ball. A wild pitch, they say, not pass ball. That's going to be on the pitcher there. So the Astros given 4 outs to work with in the top half of the first. Bregman at first, 2 out. Jordan right behind that one, just barely. The 0-1 to Jordan.
Prepared to pull a trigger. This starter is known to be aggressive and come right after you.
Bregman on first with 2 gone. Barely able to make
how's that
contact.
curveball away? 0-2 quickly to Jordan. We've got 2 outs. Thanks for joining us, guys. We're here because we're Astros fans. Wanted to see some Astros on our TVs. Bregman going to hold there at first. Ball doesn't get that far away from the Blue Jay catcher. Astros 2020 Quaranseason right here on the old YouTube. It's going to be grounded to second. Jordan going to be retired at first pretty easily. So the Astros get a base runner on the wild pitch. No hits, no runs, no errors. 1 man left. We head to the bottom of the first. It's Josh Big Flames James time here in Toronto. And we're back, and as promised, 97 strikeouts and 61 in the 3rd innings. Sub-2 ERA for Josh James so far in the 2020 Quaranseason campaign. Oh, James King, Jordan doing his thing. I know. Hey, this game, I'm telling you, I feel it. I feel like the Astros are about to rattle off a lot of runs. We're going to be able to pitch to contact and not have to worry. That first pitch comes in there for a strike. Astros are a game and a half currently out of first place in the AL West behind the Texas Rangers. Quickly down 0-2 to the leadoff batter here, Bichette. He led off with a home run in Monday night's game.
It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitch.
The 0-2 now to Bichette.
Turned on down the line, but this will wind up foul.
A foul ball will keep it at 0-2. Changeup misses low, so the count goes to 1-2.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one.
Josh yet to throw a fastball in this one. Known for the heat, but getting them with the break and stuff. Strikes out the first batter that he sees tonight. And that's 1 out for the Astros here in the Blue Jays' second. The last name Astros fans recognize right here, Kevin Biggio. Swings through a fastball there. We'll see if he likes the sliders like his dad did. Swinging and missing at sliders. But he did get a lot of hits.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose.
He was probably this broadcaster's favorite Astro growing up. The 0-2. He doesn't offer at the slider. 1-2 now to Kevin Biggio. Batting average not there yet for Kevin early in this 2020 campaign. Only batting .217, but just like clockwork, start talking about a guy's low batting average and he'll smoke one. We're going to stop doing that up here in the booth. Learned our lesson last night. Rips one there. That's a 1-out base runner for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Hitting much better against right-handed pitching this year. He's going to hit one deep. Tucker's going to get there, though. Catches it at the wall and gets the throw in, so Kevin Biggio cannot advance. So we got 2 outs. 2 outs here in the first. Still 1 runner on. for Yuli Gurriel's younger brother, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. He doesn't offer it a fastball there, but he pumped it in there for a strike. 0-1 now to Gurriel Jr. See how he likes the high stuff. Swings right through it. 0-2.
This is a perfect time for him to break out that nasty changeup. Great arm action on it. Bury something in the dirt. Try and get a swing and a miss.
He gets a piece of the changeup somehow. That's really been Josh James's strike him out pitch all season. That changeup with 2 strikes. They're just sitting on that high fastball way out in front of the changeup. So 1-2 now to Gurriel. So far, Josh James hitting his spots. And right there, swings through the changeup to get him out via the strikeout. So the Blue Jays don't go in order, but they leave one on 1 hit. No runs. We're through 1, scoreless here in Toronto. We'll be right back. More Astros baseball right after this. Doug Williams back in here for the broadcast tonight. Welcome back, Doug. He says it's a lot harder to lean into baseballs like his old man hitting from the left side. Yeah, it is. Man, Craig Biggio went up there armored, didn't he? Astros record holder for most times hit by pitch.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Carlos Correa bats to lead off the second. That's a ball outside. The 1-0 to Carlos.
1-0 home. Fouled away.
He's late on that one. 1-1.
Today's ball game provides the Blue Jays with a chance to end the series on a really high note, of course. A win will complete the sweep.
You know, and it's not an easy thing to complete a sweep.
Ooh, can't get around on that fastball either, but 2 really good pitches to see back-to-back for Carlos there. 1-2 now. He's going to have to protect the plate. And that one, oh, look at Vladdy with the spectacular play. Oh, the big man ranging. That Derek Jeter jump looks a lot different when you add 100 pounds. But Vladdy Jr. able to get it. So with 1 out, Yuli bats here in the Astros second.
Here comes the first pitch.
Late on that fastball. Swings at the circle change and swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2 now to Yuli. He's that one a pretty good poke, but it's going to be caught in left field for the second out of the second inning.
Batting seven, the left fielder, number 23, Michael Brantley.
So the Astros still without a hit, even though they've had the 1 base runner so far in this one via the wild pitch on a swinging 3rd strike. Brantley bats here with nobody on and 2 out. That won't get through. So that's going to be it for the Astros here in the second. Putting the bat on the ball so far. We'll see if the selection can get even better and they can start putting some in the gap. So we're through 1.5. 0-0. Be right back. Toronto, Canada. Ryan Dietz. Ryan Dietz and the whole family. Ryan, Becca, Ethan, Owen tuning in tonight. Surprised we haven't scored a run yet. Ryan, way to come in hot. Just coming in guns a-blazing. They've been hitting the ball, though. You'll see, Dietz. You'll see. 1-1 now to Teoscar Hernandez. He's got 2 dingers in the last 3 games. Had the walk-off in Monday night's game. By the way, that was the 3rd walk-off game for the Astros in a row here in the early goings of the 2020 Quaranseason. The 2-1 now to the Blue Jay. Doesn't offer at the slider, and that falls outside of the zone. So hitters count now.
scoreless game.
James looking to get him at least swinging at this one. Going to get him looking at a high 98-mile-an-hour fastball. So full count now to Teoscar. Just don't want to put the leadoff guy on, especially via the walk. It's just tough. Last night, Austin Pruitt did it a few times, and the shift is going to work. We love it. We love to hate it. Technically, if you're scoring at home, that's a 4-3, even though Altuve was on the third base side of second there in the shift. That's one gone here in the Blue Jays second. It's going to fall outside. The 1-0. That misses as well, so he's quickly down 2-0. And that's 3 in a row that did not find the strike zone.
Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something.
Josh James looking to throw something over the plate here to avoid the 4-pitch walk. Ooh. And that was a 50-50 pitch, but good eye there by the Toronto batter, so they have a 1-out base runner. Double play is in order.
Number 10, Reese McGuire. He'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Oh, Stephen Bailey, welcome back in, brother. See what the line gets set at tonight. Yeah, Stephen did have some insider information there that he did disclose to Dietz. See if it pays off. Stubbs able to keep that in front of him, keep the runner at first. The 1-1 now to the Toronto 7-hole hitter. He doesn't offer it a strike there for 1-2. Fouls that one off. The count remains 1-2. Here's his strikeout pitch here. Watch this changeup. I told you, way outside the zone. Oh, 2-2 now. Really needs to be able to find the strike zone with that pitch tonight. Could be it. What a play. Oh, 2 birds with 1 stone. 2 Blue Jays get taken out there on the 6-4-3. Dazzling play there by Altuve on the exchange. So we're through 1.5, through 2. Still scoreless here in Toronto. Kyle Tucker leads off the Astros third. Chris Watson says the over-under is 1, and he'll take the under. Oh, Tucker. Nice leadoff single there for the Astros here in the third.
The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down.
Goes after the first pitch he sees.
Obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
So now Stubbs bats with a runner on and nobody out. Nice idea for a swinging bunt there. Good idea, Stubby. Chris, we didn't get no hit right there, but I like it. Has anyone gotten no hit by the computer? Oh, Stubbs. Can't wait on that one. 0-2 now to Garrett. Kyle Tucker at first base. Real aggressive there. 0-2 as it remains. That could be a tailor-made right there, baby. 4-6-3. Swung on a bad pitch there, but put the bat on the ball, but got to make better decisions there at the plate. Astros leadoff single is erased there on the double play. So George bats with 2 outs and nobody on, grounding out in his first appearance of the day.
First pitch on its way.
Count 1-0.
Very low. 1-0.
30 years of age. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty,
14 and a half. Ryan, that's aggressive.
He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this.
Springer fouls that one away. The count evens up at 1-1.
Third inning, no score to this
George may have put that one in the gap. That's going to be 2 right there. So a 2-out double for George. Would have really liked to still have Kyle Tucker on base there. Thanks a lot, Stubbs. Takes the pitch where it was thrown, to right center. So now Jose Altuve bats with a chance for the Astros to get on the board here in the 3rd inning. He fouls that one away. 0-1 now to Jose. Can't get in front of the fastball there. Quickly down to 0-2. It's a ball outside. 1-2 now to Jose.
1-2. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down.
That might drop. Biggio's going to get it. Second baseman named Biggio puts out the Astros for the 3rd out there in the 3rd inning. So we're through 2.5. Still scoreless here in Toronto. We'll be right back. More Astros baseball in 2 seconds.
Welcome back.
We're back. Let's hear from Heidi.
Going in the 3rd inning. And you can say they've been trying to do that pretty much all year. They come in ranked in the bottom part of the league in both strikeouts and runs.
Look at the Blue Jays really smashing the cover off the ball. They put 5 runs on the board last. Almost a run and a half better than their average per game. Josh James looking to have a quick inning here. 31 pitches through 2 innings of work so far. Randall Grichuk, member of Ryan Dietz's Bull Pool, as we learned in Monday night's broadcast. The kind of stuff you're only going to hear right here on the Astros 2020 Quaranseason. The 0-2. Fouls that one away. The count remains 0-2. And he swings at the slider and can't make contact for another strikeout. His 3rd of the day and the 1st out here in the Blue Jay 3rd. The Fisher bats here with 1 out and nobody on, swinging through a 97-mile-an-hour heater. Give him the heater, Ricky. There we go. Swings at the 97. The old 97 again. See if he can touch 98 with this one. And 3 97s in a row. Good morning, good afternoon, a good night. So Josh James looking to strike out the side here in the Blue Jay 3rd. Top of the lineup now, back up for Toronto. Slider misses away. Welcome into the broadcast, everybody watching the game live tonight from wherever you are. I guarantee you we all share one thing in common, and that's our love for the Astros. Still waiting on the Players Union to approve the deal that the owners approved last week. Josh James ahead 1-2. That deal, of course, hoping to get baseball going by the 1st of July or around July 4th weekend. Man, that'd be sweet. This broadcast will be live until we have real Astros baseball on our TVs. So hopefully we're done doing this in July. So I'm ready to watch the Astros play for real. But until then, we're trying to avoid the sweep here in Toronto. After winning 2 of 3 against the New York Yankees, the first place Yankees. There he goes, strikes out the side in the Blue Jay 3rd. So they go down in order. Astros have gotten a few hits already. Got to get them with people on base. We'll see if they can do that in the 4th inning. We'll be right back. More Astros baseball after this.
New inning set to get underway. Digging in for his second at-bat. Alex put the ball in play here.
Bregman going to lead it off for the good guys.
Yeah, but it was a good change up, Matty. Good arm.
He's had a double and a single so far in this series in Toronto.
A little bit more. Let the ball get get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush it.
Can't wait on the fastball there. Falls behind 0-1.
Now the 0-1.
Smokes it. Folks, that's a Bregman ding-dong right there. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Yeah, buddy. Touch them all, AB. Man, it's been a while since we've been able to say Astros home run. 427. That's certainly a long way. We'll watch the replay here as Bregman just absolutely turns on one and sends it a long way the other way. Remember last year in the playoffs, he walks all the way to first with that bat in his hand. Something we were hoping to see him replicate this year. Maybe we have to wait till the playoffs to see that again. So Jordan batting, still nobody out, and already one run in for the Astros in the fourth. It's a good pitch to hit, but he's out in front of that changeup.
Nothing in one. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
We're going to get a hit here for James King. He's been hating on Jordan. Oh, because of stuff like that. He's way out in front of the changeup again. 0-2 now, and we'll see if the Blue Jays pitcher will throw him anything close to the strike zone here. He does. That's the one he could have reached, and he watches it go. We're going to say good changeup there. That's what we're going to say on the broadcast. Hey, Road to the Show report here. The Fisher Cats. What a great name. The Fighting Phils. Also a good name. Oh, minor league baseball. Can't wait for that to come back either. They don't show. We don't show the Astros minor leaguers because they don't have an affiliate over 500 yet this season. That's a ball on the outside. So Carlos ahead 1-0 here with one out in the fourth. Behind the fastball there, 1-1.
Hey boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here?
Yeah, Jordan reminds me of Serrano in a lot of ways. Right now it reminds me of Serrano because of the slump he's going through, but man, when he's smashing the ball, he also reminds me of Serrano. The 1-2 goes up and gets it. It's going to be tracked down though in center field for out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman.
La Pina strides to the plate now. We'll see if Yuli can follow Alex Bregman's lead here and put another one in the seats. Oh, he hits it hard, but right at the shortstop. Makes the play to first for out number 3. So the Astros get on the board here in the fourth. Solo dinger by Alex Bregman right there. 1-0 Astros. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Live from Toronto. More Astros baseball right after this.
Sliding into the box, Kevin Biggio. He starts off the inning against
Biggio leading off the fourth here for Toronto. Man, it's still fun to say that name in reference to baseball. I love it. Of course, Craig was in attendance at Kevin's debut last season. Was able to follow him pretty much around the United States as they played their season schedule last year. His dad, Craig Biggio, Hall of Fame Astro, in attendance for a lot of those games. In attendance for his first hit, his first home run. We're not sure if he's in attendance today, but hopefully he doesn't have a lot to cheer about for Kevin in this one. Fouls it off to stay alive. 1-2 now to Biggio.
Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
Here comes the changeup from Josh. And it's swung through. Good pitch there by Josh James. His 6th strikeout of the day, and that's 4 strikeouts in a row now for the Astros pitcher. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now bats. That's a heck of a heat map there he's got. It's all red. Brantley tracks it down. Brantley in his 12th big league season, looking like a rookie there with the speed. Goes out and gets that one for out number 2. Gurriel Jr. now strides to the plate for Toronto. Could be Brantley's second in a row. They retire the Blue Jays here in the 4th. 1-2-3. Astros lead it so far in this one, 1-0. We go to the top of the 5th. Looking to get some more hits. We'll see. Stay with us. Speak of the devil. World's oldest teenager right here, Michael Brantley, at the plate now, leading off the 5th for the Astros. Man, that was a good pitch. Just a little late. Pops it up there at the plate for out number 1. So Brantley retired quickly here.
The right fielder, number 30.
Folks, take this opportunity to remind you that the Memorial Day weekend, Astros have a 3-game set at Fenway. It's going to be exciting. We're going to play that game a little like we did last week, taking Friday night off. We're going to play the game Thursday, so tomorrow night at 7, I believe it's 7:07. Well, I should know that already. Take a look at my notes. Tomorrow night at 7:10, actually 7:10 tomorrow night. The Astros will head to Boston for game 1 of a 3-game set. Now games 2 and 3 of that series are probably going to be Saturday and Sunday. We'll let you know in tomorrow night's broadcast. We're being told that Matt Deaton will also be putting that on his social media, so if you're Facebook friends or follow him on Twitter at Matt A. Deaton, you'll see the weekend schedule get posted there. Kyle Tucker 1-2. Yet to see a strike. I might just have too much on it. It's going to carry a little too much, give the center fielder enough time to get over to that one for out number 2. Oh, sweet cleats on the center fielder there, though. Rocking that Adidas. Garrett Stubbs now bats with 2 outs and nobody on here in the top of the 5th. I don't think they're getting to that over at 14.5, guys. A lot of baseball left, though. Stubbs late on that one. It falls behind 0-1. Astros pitch selection been a little better in this one than it was last night. Right on cue. 0-2. That Stubbs makes a dummy of me right there. Look at that. North Pole, South Pole. Let's see how he throws him here at the 0-2. Stubbs not going to hit it hard enough to get through the infield. Ooh, good play by the first baseman there to dig it out. Cabin with a Derek Jeter-esque jump throw. We're through 4.5. Houston up 1-0. Josh James with a 1-hitter so far. Let's keep it going. We'll be right back.
Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt.
Don't talk about us hitting.
Catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's
Perfect.
lineup so far.
Yeah, you
And
can
he
do that.
told me he feels like they're being too
Just don't talk to Dusty.
He said the problem
He's
is
pissed.
they're allowing
Leading
themselves
off
to
for
go
the
up
Jays.
way too
No
often,
left fielder.
which is forcing them to
Chaos
constantly
Stir.
be
Ironically, I think through 5 innings last night, the Astros had more hits than they do in this one
So the focus
so far, but
needs to be about being
it
the
seems
aggressive
like
early in the at-bats.
No, that's down.
they're hitting the ball a little harder, almost finding the gaps. So I'm going to say hitting a little better, although the hit column doesn't show that.
I got count 1 and 2.
Josh leads a changeup high there. Can't do a lot of that. With only a 1-run lead, the 1-2. That might be overthrown. Oh, but Yuli with a spectacular pick. Tagging the runner as he comes to first. The throw pulled him off the bag, but he still gets the out. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Good play there by Yuli Gurriel. to keep the Blue Jays off the base paths.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower,
Astros 2020 quarantine rolls on, baby.
Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit.
Hey, the Astros need to do something like that, huh?
This will kick up against the wall now. And his second.
He's in there with a double.
Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Makes that play Yuli just made that much more special. That might score a runner from first on that one. But with one out, they have a runner on second, nobody in here in the Blue Jays' fifth. Josh James averaging more than a strikeout an inning, so if the statistics play out here, I'll be able to get out of this without giving up a run. Swinging at the high strike there. 1-1 now.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing.
That fastball misses and he doesn't offer at it. 2-1 now to Reese McGuire.
No runs, 2 hits, no errors in the game for Toronto.
Like a lot of Blue Jays looking for his first hit today in this one.
He's taken for a strike.
Evens the count at 2-2.
Slowly down the first
That's going to be hit weakly to first, but foul.
ball as it keeps things at 2-2. Out in front.
That's going to go foul. Thank goodness. That ties up the game for sure if that lands fair.
Have to find a way to keep that fair.
2-2 one more time.
And he looks at the fastball, freezes in there. 2 outs now for the Astros on Josh James' 7th strikeout of the game. I don't know if I've mastered muting the mic, so if y'all just heard that, I apologize. Oh, another look at that strikeout there by Josh James. 2 outs now, runner on second base. Josh trying to get out of this one without giving up a run. As the third place winner in the 2016 Ryan Dietz Bowl pool takes the place here. He's going to stand at home plate. Yet to see a strike. And with the tying run in scoring position. There's a high strike there. 2-1 now to Grichuk. See if they can get the out here. Stubbs. Great play. And they get Grichuk by an eyelash at first. So that does it for Toronto there in the 5th. We're through 5. Houston 1. Blue Jays nothing. Let's get some more runs, man. It's the Blue Jays. We'll be right back. Top of the lineup due up here in the 6th.
The center fielder, George.
Springer with a double already in this one. 1 for 2. Swings at a ball low there. 0-1 now to George.
Flying open on that off speed. Needs to stay compact and stay in the big part of the field.
Fastball misses inside to even the count at 1-1. That's going to probably get to first. Oh, yeah, without a throw. So an infield single for George Springer.
Nice effort by the shortstop.
Leadoff batter on here in the 6th.
That's all he could do right there, Dan. You know, if you're on a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down.
Throw over to first. George back in plenty of time.
That should be scored a base hit from short base.
Standing in now, Jose Altuve.
Altuve smokes it. Y'all, that's not coming back. Oh, hits it to the same guy that caught Bregman's. Right there. That's a 2-run dinger for the Astros. Man, how long has it been since we've been able to have a home run that netted more than 1 run? Oh, my gosh. There it is. 3-0 now, Astros on the Jose Altuve smoke job. Just absolutely stoinks it out there where Alex Bregman deposited his. That could be a replay of Bregman's home run, for crying out loud. And the Blue Jays are going to go to the pen here at the top of the 6th. So they run the starter off in the 6th inning, and that's going to bring in
scoring yet. He's
Really salty ERA by this guy, Wilmer Font. Sub-1 ERA in his 9th appearance of the year. He's pitched 9 2/3. He's got to have the luxury of not inheriting any base runners, but he inherits a 3-0 deficit. Nobody on, nobody out for Bregman. Takes a low called strike there for strike number 1.
1 for 2 games so far.
Bregman with a solo homer in his last plate appearance. The 0-1. Late on that one. 0-2 now to Alex.
Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. Grounded to third.
And that's going to be caught cleanly by Guerrero Jr. at third. The throw over to Shaw gets the first out for the Astros here in the 6th. Again, the Astros putting the bat on the ball, except for this guy so far. Yordan Alvarez looking to get out of it here. Really mired, just mired in a slump. Count 1-0. Chris Watson wants Giles. We all want Giles. Bring him in. Oh! Folks, that's deep too. That's gone! Yordan! Oh, we thought it was going to get caught at the wall, but Yordan hits it to the deepest part of the field there for a solo dinger. Oh, Yordan just muscled that one, baby. The third run here in the 6th inning for the Astros. Both on home runs, and Yordan just says, "Stoink you very much." I mean, that's just a perfect 60-degree lob wedge. Boom. Money. Carlos Correa now bats, looking to keep the rally going here. 4 runs for the Astros. I think the most they've scored in over a week in a game. What in the world is he swinging at that one? Sorry, folks. Not a very professional call there by the broadcaster. Yikes. Closest we come to cursing on the air, I think. The 0-1 to Carlos. Oh, and he can't catch up to that fastball. 0-2. I mean, literally, the first pitch, Carlos swung after the pop of the glove in the catcher's mitt. 0-2 now to Carlos. Making Guerrero Jr. work for it today. Catches it cleanly and throws on to first for the second out of the 6th. La Pena bats. I know, Steven. I hear you, Bailey. We got to have some base runners when these home runs get hit. We're going to get to that over. Astros with 3 home runs so far in this one.
No balls and 1 strike.
Really good pitch to hit there, but he's late. Really, I think he has a long hitting streak going on, like 13 games. Ooh, no pressure. Oh, that one can't find the outfield, but it was hit hard. So that's 3 outs for the Astros here in the 6th, but not before they score 3. So Houston takes a comfortable lead there, 4-0. Josh James still dealing in this one. We'll be right back. Live for Toronto, 4-0 good guys.
Derek Fisher the next to bat. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup really
James King.
found his groove.
Oh, James, your comments. It'd be awesome if you know who was in on this broadcast and saw that on the feed. Work hours are work hours, James King. The live BP was an hour after last night's game here in Toronto. James quickly ahead 0-2 now.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here.
The 0-2 doesn't find the strike zone, so it's 1-2 now to the Blue Jays 9-hole hitter.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
Doesn't offer it that changeup. 2-2 now.
Once he got him at 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Down the first baseline.
It's around on the fastball there. The high 90s fastball. here in the 6th from Josh Big Flames James. See if he can dig deep. 97 on the gun there, but that's fouled away. So Fisher staying alive. The 2-2.
2-2 one more time. Fly ball right down the line and left.
That might find, inches. Just inches from being at least a double. Instead, it's a long strike, and we do 2-2 all over again. And he swings through it, so guy almost had a double. Literally maybe 2 or 3 inches from hitting a double. Strikes out next pitch. Baseball is the best game ever. Unless you're the batter there, then you hate it. Bichette looking to avoid the golden sombrero so far in this one. Dusty going to get somebody up in the pen here. Who's going to be? Who's going to be? Who's going to be? Who's going to be? Brad. Nope. Yep. Brad Peacock warming up in the pen. So with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th.
First pitch on its way.
James in his 6th inning of work here. Trying to strike out the Blue Jay hitter for the 3rd time in this game so far. Comfortable lead at 4-0. Not a lot of Astros pitchers have been able to pitch with that sort of confidence, I should say. They've had some great performances, but not with a lot of run support over the past 2 or 3 weeks. Uh-oh. That almost got past Reddick. Almost. And then Correa makes a great catch to keep it from going to third base there. So the Blue Jays with a 1-out hit for Kevin Biggio. Swings through the changeup. Kevin didn't play in last night's game, but was hitless in Monday night. 1 hit so far in this one, and quickly down 0-2 on the 96-mile-an-hour gas. Changeup can't find. Wow. Now here's the deal about Josh James, folks. If you're watching this from home, which maybe you're watching from work, I don't know. The man throws 97 miles an hour for fastballs, and then his changeup is 88. Folks, if you gave me a running start downhill, I couldn't throw at 88. There's an 86-mile-an-hour changeup to get Kevin Biggio down on strikes. So 9 strikeouts today for Josh, and we've got 2 out here in the 6th. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now batting. Watches the changeup fall in for a strike. Vladdy with some really nice glove work today at 3rd. Oh, that is not a ball in. No, that was a bad call. 1-1. There you go. You still owe us one because that was a strike too. 1-2 now to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. See if James can get his 10th strikeout here. Instead, jump. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. with the 2-run homer. Brings the Blue Jays within 2. Josh James trying to get his 10th strikeout there. Not able to get it done, but Vladdy just turns on one, and it barely goes over.
When you're facing an elite starter, you know runs
left it too far over the plate there, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. with the pedigree. Dusty electing to stay with Josh James. Misses with the changeup there. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. now batting. He's hitless so far in this one today with a strikeout and a flyout. The 1-0. Swings through that changeup to even at 1-1. I'm going to Pete Rose you, Deets. Oh, Pete Rose, not in the Hall of Fame for betting on his team to win. Crazy.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3.
So James still pitching in this one. He's at 92 pitches. It's a strike there, 2-2. Could be his last batter here.
Most catchers won't call from the same location over
The 2-2.
Neither
Fouled away.
to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
So on his 94th pitch of the game, Josh James gets the called strike. All right, home plate up. We're even now. Appreciate that one. Might be all we've seen of Josh there, but we threw 6. Astros up 4-2. We'll be right back. Blue Jays changing pitchers, but it's not Ken Giles, so we don't care. Michael Brantley looking for his first hit of the game.
Leading off for the Astros, the left fielder, number 23, Michael Brantley.
Michael Brantley now leading off the 7th. Looking to get the Astros going. They had 3 runs in the last inning. That's going to fall in for a single. So leadoff batter on in the 7th for the Astros, looking to get those 2 runs back.
Now batting, the right fielder,
Kyle Tucker already with a single in this one. Bats with Michael Brantley on first base and nobody out.
At the plate, Kyle Tucker.
Flails at a curveball. Kyle Tucker. Don't make us have BP for an hour again tonight. Astros players here until they turned the lights off after the game last night, having 1 hour live BP session. The 0-1. Good eye there by Kyle to even it up at 1-1. Brantley on first, nobody out here in the 7th. Can't catch up to the fastball there, falls behind 1-2.
Hey, if he's going to get swings and misses that falls up and out of the zone, he's going to continue down the first base.
Kyle waits on that one, but just not enough. Fouls it away. Count remains 1-2. Stay tuned for the Aflac trivia question, viewers. Yuck. That was not pretty. Oh, Kyle. So the new Blue Jays pitcher gives up a hit and then promptly strikes Kyle Tucker out on a nasty pitch there. Not nasty like it was a good pitch, nasty swing. That's what we'll say. So 1 out now for the Astros in the 7th. The Aflac trivia question tonight. What Astros player has had the most career games as a DH for the Astros? What Astros player has played DH the most number of games? We'll have your answer to that Aflac trivia question at the bottom of the 7th. The 0-1 to Stubby. Not a good swing there. Really aggressive. Not sure what's going on. The last 2 batters, the Astros able to show more patience tonight at the plate. So far, the 0-2. So swings at stuff that's a mile out, but then doesn't swing at something that's an inch out. Okay. Makes total sense up here.
Runners on first with 1 down.
The 1-2 to Stubbs. Just ahead of the curveball there. Good pitch to swing at, though. Got to protect with 2 strikes. It's a second out for the Astros. They get a leadoff single. And Brantley is still at first base after back-to-back Ks. George Springer now batting. He's had himself a pretty good game today. Swinging and missing there. 2 for 3 so far in this one.
He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
The 0-1.
Set to deliver the 0-1.
This is on that changeup there. Fouls it away. 0-2 now.
Runners on the move for second. And he fouls this one off.
Hit and run by the Astros there. Brantley taking off with 2 strikes. Springer fouls it away. Swings through the fastball there, so they strike out the side after a leadoff single. Maybe we should have looked at those stats by this Blue Jays pitcher instead of just he's not Ken Giles, so he's dead to us. 4-2 through 6.5. We'll be right back here from Toronto. Brad Peacock going to enter the game now for the Astros.
Take over on the mound and start the home 7.
Brad
And he's going to face the 5, 6, 7 guys here for Toronto.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old
First pitch in there for a strike.
They could certainly use that right now.
Peacock has struck out Teoscar Hernandez 3 times in 5 previous career plate appearances. Ooh, offers at a pitch way out of the zone there. 0-2 now to Hernandez. Brad Peacock looking to start his appearance off today with a K. And he does, a backwards K at that. Teoscar goes down on strikes again to Peacock. That's 1 out here in the 7th. Travis Shaw with a double in this one. Astros nursing a 2-run lead, 4-2 here in the 7th. Aflac trivia question. We asked the question last half inning. What Astros player holds the record for most appearances as a designated hitter? The Astros have only had a designated hitter in the lineup for home games since 2013. And they've had some guys. Chris Carter was a DH for a long time. Of course, Jordan will shatter that team record this year. Springer can't get to it. That's going to be a double. But the man that 2 people guessed in the YouTube feed, they were correct. Ryan Dietz and Doug Williams both said Mr. Evan Gattis. Mr. Gattis. Also, I believe he is also the Astros season leader in triples. May have given away a future trivia question there. He's got 13 career triples. He had 12 of them in 2015. That season alone. That's sick. 1-1 now with a runner on second base and only 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Oh, that was a strike last inning, Blue. I understand. Okay, strike zone is going to change. Makes total sense. 2-1. Now really making the Astros pitcher work for it. Swings through a fastball there to even it at 2-2. And Peacock gets him swinging on a fastball there. That's another strikeout for the Astros pitchers tonight. And 2 outs here in the 7th. Nothing better than a strikeout when you have runners in scoring position and less than 2 outs. The Astros managed to do that a lot. Bregman fields it cleanly and throws to first for out number 3. We're through 7. Astros still leading in this one 4-2. Looking for some insurance runs here with their last 6 outs. We'll be right back. More Astros baseball. We're back. Still not Ken Giles, so we still don't care. Ty Tice does have a nice ERA. Pretty salty. 14th appearance. 11 1/3 innings. Let's see if the Astros can do some damage. Evan Gattis, the fattest man to ever have 12 triples in a season, says Doug Williams, and Doug, you are correct. Folks, we don't have the Washington Redskins Super Bowl MVP Doug Williams on the feed tonight. A friend of mine from Houston named Doug Williams. Oh, come on, don't get to that, and he does. Swung at a bad pitch there and pays for it with an easy out. 1 down here in the 8th. Bremen going to bat. Had a homer in the 4th. Not a good pitch to swing out there either. Falls behind 0-1.
Looking to wrap up a big series sweep, but it's going to take some late game heroics in order to make that
the 0-1.
Never easy to sweep any team, but this is a close one, and there's an
ahead of that one. Behind on the fastball, ahead on the curveball. What's coming next? Who knows? Probably a slider he's going to throw to Cleveland, and Alex will probably swing. 0-2. Oh, he gives him a pretty good pitch to hit. Chops it to Guerrero Jr. with what seems like his 20th put out of the game for the 2nd out here in the 8th.
Now batting.
Jordan was in a big slump and then hit a big home run. Straightaway center in his last at-bat. Part of that 3-run Astros 6th.
Now the pitch.
Ball outside. Good eye there by Jordan.
Wrapping this up and salvaging a win would at least make their trip out of here a little more pleasant.
This could be just what the doctor ordered. Nobody likes to get swept.
The 1-0 to Jordan.
Winning this one could be big for building back team morale.
2-0
Falls outside. 2-0 now to Alvarez.
This one almost in books. The story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty D, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when
the
the
2-0
starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear.
Not a good pitch to swing at, even though it falls in for a strike. So the 2-1 count now to Jordan. Looking for something up in the zone that he can give a ride to. There it was, but he's just late on it. Evens the count at 2-2. 2 gone here in the 8th. The 2-2.
And right into the shift.
Not a bad one to stay alive there. 2-2. The count remains. 2 outs here in the 8th. Just ahead of that curveball that didn't even hit the zone. Good pitch sequence there. Jordan had some good swings. But they're taking care of their 1-2-3. We're now in the bottom of the 8th. Astros still lead this one 4-2. Hang on a minute, y'all. We're going to get it back. There it is. Just settle in there. Just settle in. Still learning the controller, man. Oh, Lord of mercy. Going to put Ryan Presley up in the pen here. Sticking with Peacock, at least to start this one. And that changeup finds the zone ahead of the count. 0-1 now to Derek Fisher. The 9-hitter for Toronto. Hitless. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that. What did we learn? What have we learned? I retract what I just almost said. The 1-1. He's ahead 1-2 now. Again, if you missed it earlier, we are going to play Friday night's game, Game 1, against Boston and Fenway. We're going to play it tomorrow night. Look at there. Look at that. That's not, I just said it. That's my fault. That's on me. That's on me. Trying to make it interesting tonight. 4-3. 4-3 now. Still Astros have the lead, but nobody out here in the 8th.
It's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
Just can't leave it right over the plate like that. Not in this league. Maybe AA or AAA. Presley just not going to be ready. At least one more batter Peacock's going to have to face here. It's the top of the lineup for Toronto. They're trailing in this one 4-3. Hit pretty hard. Tucker able to make the catch. I had no confidence in that one, folks. None. Oh, cement mixer. James King, a man born in Birmingham, England, throwing in the baseball jargon. I love it. Change up for a strike there to Kevin Biggio. Let's check in on Presley. Almost. That fastball swung through there for strike number 2. Brad Peacock really bearing down. Ooh, sporting that IW Marks jewelry there. Loving that. Loving it. The 0-2. Swung through. Biggio goes down on a slider. Something we said as Astros fans a lot. And we're still able to say it now as his son strikes out there for the first out. Second out here in the 8th. Let's see if we want to. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Presley's ready. Here he comes.
looking to get the final out before the ninth inning.
Presley, what's he done? 30 strikeouts and 16 and a third. Even got 3 saves on the year. He's ready to go, coach. Bats here against Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 96 on the gun. Looked at for a strike. 0-1. Now to Guerrero. And he can't commit to that one, so 1-1 now the count. '97 is fouled away. He's ahead of Guerrero Jr. here, 1-2 with 2 outs in the 8th. Oh, what's happening? Oh, nobody wants it. Get off me, ball. What's he throwing at first? I love it. Hey, maybe he's slow. Maybe. Not sure what happened there, folks. Controller really bit us there. I don't think, James King, I don't think there's a word for that one, like cement mixer. I think that was just user error. Gurriel Jr. now bats with a runner on, tying run at first base here in the bottom of the 8th. That's going to be fouled away to even the count at 1-1.
Hits are even at 7 apiece.
Misses there high. 2-1 now. Presley in his second batter he's facing today. Going to first. Why not? Throw it around the horn. Around the horn, guys. Who is that? Eddie Murphy with the stolen base? Nice job, Eddie. Here we go. 3-1. Base open. Oh, no. Dive. Look at that. Throw's not going to be in time. They're going to get a runner at second. So the go-ahead runner now at second base. Astros going to still have to put some runs on the board in this one. Presley comes in, gives up a couple of base hits. Not really his fault on either one of those. Yikes. Some defensive practice may be in order. Still 2 outs in this one. Swings through a slider. 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. The Blue Jays have tied it up. And he's ahead quickly, 0-2. Trying to get the Astros out of this one, at least with the tie, going into the 9th. Altuve able to get to that one cleanly and throw to first for out number 3. So we're through 8, but not before the Blue Jays could tie it up. 4-4. Can't we just have one that's not a walk-off, please? Astros looking to get some runs here in the top of the 9th. We'll be right back.
Your attention, please. This change defensively.
Ryan, I know. Jared, Ryan, James King, everybody. You're just crushing me. I know. I hear it. I hear you. The Astros probably should have played a baseball game in between RBI in 94 and the show in 2020. Probably should have done that.
As mentioned earlier in the broadcast, this game has the potential to result in a
Carlos Correa bats here, lead off the 9th, the tie ball game. Late on that fastball, 0-1. Sorry, 1-1. Now to Carlos. Goes up for the slider, and he's fouls it away, 1-2. Jared, I don't know how long you've been watching the broadcast tonight, but we got the double play against the Blue Jays, and I said it was exciting. People went crazy. They lost their minds. Kind of like that right there. Going to be a single. They're able to cut that one off. Leadoff hitter on for the Astros here in the 9th. Correa with a good piece of hitting there, taking it the other way. Tough. Gonna ignore that right there. Yuli now bats with nobody out, and Correa on first base here in the 9th inning.
Here's the first pitch. Fly
Probably going to be caught. It is for out number 1.
Now batting, the left fielder, Michael Brantley.
Oh, Jared. Jared tuned in tonight to the broadcast from Dripping Springs just in time to see the Astros lose the lead. So, Jared, it's been nice having you, but you got to leave the broadcast. Just kidding, man. Brantley now batting. We're off first and 1 out.
Here's the first pitch. Popped up. Drury.
It's going to fall foul.
And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Couldn't pull that one back.
Oh, thought he held up on that one. 0-2 now to Brantley.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Line toward the gap in left center.
Not going to have enough to land. Thought it had a chance. That could have been trouble.
The right fielder,
But the left fielder able to get to that one.
Tucker.
Next.
Kyle Tucker's coming to the plate. I don't know if he's going to stay there. No, he's not. It's going to be Reddick. Reddick had the walk-off in Saturday's game against the Yankees. Called on here to get a base hit, try to keep the inning alive for the Astros here in the bottom of the 9th. 4-4 ball game. It's a good pitch to hit, but he's going to hit it right at the center fielder. So that does it for the Astros in the 9th. We're hoping for some free baseball. It's 4-4. Stick around. Be right back. More Astros baseball after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
Presley going to stay in to pitch this
Now
one.
playing right field, number 22, Josh Reddick.
Osuna and Joe Smith are going to get up and get warm in the pen. Presley looking to have a cleaner inning, obviously, than he had last one. If he has a copycat inning, this one will be a walk-off for Toronto. So hoping to avoid that. Evens up the count there at 1-1. Swings through the sweeping curve. 1-2.
Seeing both those pitches right there. 96. You have to be on the fastball. You're not going to catch up. If you're sitting off speed.
Astros, you can't change the turn. You can't change how you do it. As soon as you commit to throwing it that way, it won't let you change it. I'm hammering the button there. Hammering it. Going to get a double play here. I want Jared Francis to hear the phrase.
Play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag.
Yeah, he did. For some reason, not going to get a double play.
Trying to get that go-ahead run to scoring position now.
Get the out barely at first.
Next to the Blue Jays, the right fielder,
Randall Grichuk now coming to bat here. Astros going to put him on, keep the double play in order. So the runner in Grichuk doesn't even matter. The go-ahead runs at second could win the game for him.
the center fielder, Derek Fisher.
Had a solo homer in his last at-bat. Neither guy ready just yet. It's okay, we're going to let Ryan Presley dig deep here. This is there with the fastball, 1-0. Pressure situation here for sure for the Astros. Trying to avoid the sweep to the 4th place Toronto Blue Jays. After taking 2 of 3 from the team that's leading that division, the Yankees. 2-1 now to the Blue Jay 9-hole hitter. That's probably going to do it. Yep. Yep, that's a walk-off for the Blue Jays, guys. They swept them. They swept us. Oh, that stinks. Oh, that's just so... Oh, that's gross. Astros baseball, man. I'm ready for the real guys to be back, so we don't have those bonehead mistakes. However, the Astros have got to regroup. They head to Fenway. Tomorrow is an off day, but we're going to play the game. We're going to play Friday's game tomorrow night, 7:10, right here. Look to end the 3-game losing streak. Oh my gosh. Oh man. And they're facing a second place Red Sox team tomorrow night at Fenway. Going to be a fun one. Hopefully the Astros can get back in the win column. Put up some runs tonight, but just not enough. Not enough. And they lose this one. What was it, 5-4? So we'll be back tomorrow night at 7:10. Astros versus Red Sox live from Fenway Park. Hope you can join us. There's the final, the unhappy final tonight. We'll get them back tomorrow in the 3-game losing streak in Beantown. We'll see you tomorrow night at 7:10. That's Thursday, May 21st. We'll see you here, 7:10, live from Fenway Park. In the meantime, go Astros. Wash your hands.